Old swim jig. Yes, sir. The old swim jig paid off. I tell you, this is so much fun. Swim jigs are such a big deal. On a windy day like today, it's the perfect complement of catching fish. Nice couple 3-pounder, and he hit that swim jig just as pretty as please. Yeah, the old swim jig. Okay, folks, today we're going to show you a few ways to catch some nice bass. A few, maybe a little bigger than that. And I'm using a swim jig with the Canoe trailer, and I'm using 50-pound braid, a nice favorite rod and reel. I'm down the Everglades all by myself, social distancing, getting away from the crowd, having a ball. You know, ever since this pandemic has hit, we're always wondering about what's a healthy way to do this, and this is healthy. I'm out all by myself, just fishing up a storm and catching plenty of fish, social distancing. What I do with the swim jig, though, is I just kind of slow and easy, just slowly reel it in. I have a power pole in this canoe, and the power pole allows me to stop in position. With a windy day like today, if I didn't have that power pole, I'd be out of control, and I'd probably be pretty disappointed with today's fishing, because I wouldn't be able to stop and fish right like I'm doing now. I'm gonna make a nice long cast, just kind of just ease that swim bait along. You know, the thing about braid, I'm using 50-pound braid for a couple reasons. The main reason is, in a windy day like today, the sensitivity, I can feel the strike really good, number one. Number two, if I get a big fish, like a 6 or 7 or 8-pounder or something big, he's liable to dive down into this hydrilla. And there's hydrilla all over on the bottom here. And so you gotta have enough line to pull him out of this hydrilla. Hydrilla's kind of tough. So that's my deal. There's one. Okay. Oh yeah. They're across from the canal. Yes, sir. I don't know how many are here. That's a nice little bass. So that's the size that so many are. I mean, you get some bigger fish, don't get me wrong, but you get a couple nice 2-pound bass like that. And I'm going to show you the complement of trailer I'm using. I got a Canoe trailer. Let me just show you that Canoe trailer real quick. The Canoes are white little 4-inch jigs, and they're great on a jig like this, a swim jig. They're great. You can actually rig them up on a weedless hook and just use them all by themselves. That's great. Or they're actually a wonderful thing on a chatterbait. White chatterbaits, or in this case I'm using white, but if it were a white chatterbait. Okay, just make a nice long cast. Okay, I'm going to pick my power pole up. If you can turn around, you can see, well, I don't know if you can see the power pole, but I got the power pole in my hand, and I'm going to come up with it. There it goes. It goes up, and now I'm going to I'll get the power pole around. There we go. Okay, that's a good fish. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That big fish, did you see that? 5 or 6 or 7 pounds on the swim jig. It was a big one. I thought he was small. I didn't realize he was the size he was. He just jumped off somehow. I don't know what happened. Big fish. There's some fish. There, one. Oh, I missed him. Got him again. Oh yeah. Good one. Yes, sir. I don't know how big, but he's keeper bass, I guess. Yeah. Okay, that's the wind time. I might have found like a school over there. I don't know. They hit right away. So that's a good deal. That's a good sign. It means there's probably several more there. Nice little fish. Now, the reason why I have 50-pound braid, of course, is so that I can set the hook number 1 and I can get them out of the Hydrilla number 2. Okay, let me get this Zaco all squared away here again. And I'll throw it right back in that same spot. They seem to really be there. I don't know. I love fishing a jig, a swim jig like this. It's just one of the finest ways of catching fish. You can also, there's a lot of ways to do this. I mean, so one way is just to throw it out there and just do a straight retrieve. I mean, that's another kind of a good way of doing it, just a straight like that. You got one on. Oh, had one on. And all I did then was make a long cast. Kind of just reel it slow and easy. It's pretty easy to do this. Slow and easy. Yep, that's a good deal. I like to fish. I tell you, there's a lot of ways to catch fish. It just happens that sometimes this white swim jig can really pay off. It's not really catching the big ones today, but some days it really does. It really catches big fish. I don't know. There's one. Oh yeah. Yeah, boy. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about, folks. Yeah. Nice little bass, right? Just almost at the rod tip. Nice little bass. We'll catch a big one sooner or later. Ow, ow. There'll be a big one out here. We had a big one on. That's a nice one. That's a nice fish, and he was just right there. So maybe I'm throwing too far out. Sometimes it pays to throw back into the exact same spot, just right there. Let it sink down, let it sink down, let it sink down, let it sink down. Oh, there's one. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I picked it up off the bottom, and just as I started swimming it in, he was probably following it, and he just raced after it and got it. Just a small one. Hey, but he was following it the whole time. I'm afraid that Zaco's a little bit worse for wear. Get another one. Okay, I know a guy. Oh, Gary Yamamoto, he keeps me supplied and plenty of baits. I've been working with the Yamamoto bait company for 25 years now, and they're one of my biggest and best advertisers, of course, along with Bass Pro Shop and Tracker Marine and stuff like that, but and favorite rods, of course. But it's been a good one. Working with Yamamoto has been great. Hit it again. Hit it again. Just kept hitting it. Just kept hitting it. He just kept hitting it every which way. Left and right and left, and he just hit the heck out of it. So, there might be more fish right there. I don't know what was hitting it. He was biting it big time. Okay, let's see what happens. You know, I've caught a lot of fish today. The problem is I've lost the two biggest ones, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to catch the big 6 and 8 pounders, and I've lost 2 of them. So I don't know. I'm just having a hard time with that. There's one. Yeah. Oh yeah. Nice one. Nice one. A nice bass. Nice bass. Come on. Don't you jump off. Big old bass hit right underneath the boat. Tell you what, folks, It's the swim jig. We'll get them. I've lost some big ones. I've lost this is the big one, but I've lost some big ones. This is a nice bass. Nice 5-pounder. Yes, sir. On the old swim jig. That's a good one. Yes, sir, son. I'll do like Jimmy does. Throw them back. Now listen, I wanted to show you a second compliment of a trailer. That first trailer was really working good. We caught plenty of fish on the Zaco, but there's another good trailer to use. Let me just show it to you. I got them right here. Okay, yeah, here they are. Okay, here, this is a great trailer. This is a great trailer. These are these Elite 4.5 swim Senkos. Now, this thing really works out good. What I like it even better, and sometimes I like it better than the Zaco. Okay, the swim Senko, what it is, it's 4.5 inches. It's a little long. It's a 4.5 Elite swim Senko. Okay, that's good. Okay, but I like to cut an inch off. Now it's 3.5 inches. Okay, and then I put it on there, and it really does the job. This is another really quality bait. And it really is a smaller profile, but look at that tail. The tail goes crazy. And I'm gonna throw it in the same spot and see if I can't get another big bass. There's fish are out in deep water here. I mean, that last one, see, I'm gonna show you how deep the water is right here. I've caught a couple sitting right here, and they've been right underneath the boat. Look how deep I'm gonna just let it down. I'll let it all the way to the bottom. Okay, it's that deep. So this rod is 7 something, so that's 8.5 feet deep right here. So it's really deep. There's one, right here. Yes, sir. Another nice good one. Another good, oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. And on the swim Senko. First or second cast on the swim Senko. Big old giant 4 or 5 pounder. Yes, sir, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. That's a beautiful fish. He's not real big, but he's healthy. He's healthy. But again, they're in that one spot there. Beautiful 4 and 5 pound fish. That's on the swim Senko and a 1/4 ounce swim jig. 50-pound Power Pro. I got everything all set up. It's kind of a difficult spot. I want to probably move around this way and cast right there because I'm out of position. Okay, now fish are right there. Okay, see if I can't catch another one. There's a whole school of them there. Some nice ones. Now I'm fishing this a lot like a worm, and I do a lot of worm fishing. I mean, let's face it, I probably do more Senko fishing than anything. But I like to mix it up, and these swim jigs are a good way to catch them. Because again, I'm working it like a worm now, but an awful lot of the times I can just take this thing like a swim jig and just reel it along. Just reel it. You just reel it slow and easy, and that catches them. Just reeling it along. There you go. I got him. He followed me up. I saw him. He came. I had a piece of grass on this thing, and I pulled it in, and he made a big swirl right by the water. I just took this swim jig and dropped it right back down, right here, right over the side of the boat, and I got him. Big old nice bass. Look at that thing. Big old 4 or 5 pounder. Woo! And all I did, he followed it in. I just put it down in the water just like that. Just dropped it down, jigged it a couple times, and bam, had that big bass. Woo! But I was observant. I was watching, and I saw the swirl. He came swirling in, following that leaf. I had a leaf, a hyacinth leaf, on the jig. Heck on it. There he is. I got him. Look at another big one. he followed it in again. He just followed it in. And I tell you, it's important to be watching. Be really. I was watching both times. I could see the fish. He followed it up, and I kept jigging right in front of the boat. So, you know, these canoes are so quiet. You know, I'm being really quiet right here. I don't think there's another fish right here. But nevertheless, the last two followed it up right here. Oh, another one. I think there is another fish here. There was another fish here. Try to get something going here. The whole school here. Another fish right here. Another one. I'm telling you, there's a school of fish right here. They're biting right underneath the boat. Unbelievable. There's one. Yeah, nice one. Nice one. Good one. Oh yeah, nice one right underneath the boat. Right underneath the boat. Oh yeah. Big old swim jig fish. I'm talking about big old giant bass. Big old giant bass. Look at this guy. Oh, big old giant hit right underneath the boat. Oh, son. Now that's what you were talking about. That's the kind of fish we're talking about, son. Big old giant fish like this. Woo! I just jigged it right here by the boat. I don't know why he was here. He's a big 6 or 7 pounder, big as can be. I'll tell you what, folks, come down here to the Everglades and you can catch some beautiful bass. Woo! Son, is that ever something? A little over 5 pounds is all. Like 5 1/4 pounds. He just looks bigger. He looks a whole lot bigger. He's kind of skinny though, but he's a nice one. I would have, you know, if I hadn't weighed that fish, I'd have called it 6 pounds easy, but it wasn't quite 6. It was over 5. It was a good one. It's been a good day. Lots of bass deep in the Everglades. Hey, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.